One can recall the unforgettable Grammy night when Amy Winehouse achieved a remarkable milestone. Surrounded by her family and band, she celebrated the momentous occasion of winning 5 Grammys, a culmination of her hard work and talent. Yet, that night marked the last time she experienced true happiness. In the aftermath, a relentless media frenzy ensued, subjecting her to intense scrutiny and pressure that ultimately contributed to her tragic decline. The relentless tabloid coverage painted a distorted picture of her life, overshadowing her artistry and struggles. As we delve deeper, we will uncover the poignant final moments of Amy Winehouse, revealing the truths that were often hidden from the public eye. The narrative surrounding her life and death is complex, filled with both brilliance and sorrow, and it is essential to explore the reality behind her story. Despite her musical genius, Amy Winehouse faced significant struggles with drugs and alcohol from a young age. These challenges began during her teenage years, as she navigated the pressures of fame and personal issues. Her talent was undeniable, and she quickly rose to stardom with her unique voice and heartfelt lyrics. However, the darker side of her life became increasingly apparent as her addiction worsened. Her final relapse was tragic, and ultimately led to her untimely death on July 23, 2011. She succumbed to alcohol poisoning at the young age of 27, a fate that has befallen several other iconic musicians. This unfortunate event placed her among the members of the 27 Club, a group that includes legendary figures like Kurt Cobain and Jim Morrison, who also died at the same age. The coincidence of their ages and the struggles they faced highlights the often harsh realities of fame and the toll it can take on individuals. Amy's legacy continues to resonate, reminding us of her incredible talent and the personal battles she fought throughout her life. Even in her final days, Amy Winehouse seemed to be in good spirits, captivating audiences with her powerful voice and unique style. However, beneath the surface, she faced significant struggles with self-esteem and mental health. Her public image often portrayed a confident and talented artist, yet privately, she battled deep insecurities. This contrast between her public persona and private struggles highlights the complexities of her life. Amy's fear of being alone was a constant shadow, influencing her relationships and choices. Despite her fame and success, she often felt isolated, which contributed to her emotional turmoil. Tragically, she was alone when she passed away, a poignant reminder of the loneliness that can accompany even the most celebrated lives. Her story resonates with many, illustrating how the pressures of public life can mask profound personal challenges. The legacy of her music continues to touch hearts, but it also serves as a reflection on the importance of mental health and connection in our lives. Authorities found Amy Winehouse dead in her London home, a scene that shocked fans and the music world alike. In her room, they discovered 3 empty bottles of vodka, a stark indication of her struggles with alcohol. The circumstances surrounding her death revealed a blood alcohol level that was 5 times the legal limit, highlighting the severity of her addiction. This tragic event was not just a sudden loss. It felt like a fulfillment of a prophecy that many had feared. Throughout her life, Amy battled personal demons, and her music often reflected her pain and turmoil. Her powerful voice and unique style captivated audiences, but her struggles with substance abuse were well documented. Friends and family had expressed concern over her health, and many believed that her lifestyle would eventually lead to a tragic end. The news of her passing left a deep impact, serving as a reminder of the dangers of addiction and the fragility of life. The legacy she left behind continues to resonate, as her music remains a testament to her talent and the battles she faced. Despite her remarkable talent and success, Amy Winehouse's life was deeply affected by her tumultuous relationship with Blake Fielder Civil. This relationship was not just a personal struggle, but also a significant factor in her public image. Blake introduced Amy to hard drugs, which led to a downward spiral that would dominate her life and career. The media quickly became obsessed with her addiction and the chaos surrounding her personal life. Instead of focusing on her incredible musical achievements, they often highlighted her struggles, painting a picture of a troubled artist rather than celebrating her unique voice and contributions to music. This obsession with her difficulties overshadowed her artistry, making it hard for the public to see beyond the headlines. The constant scrutiny and vilification from the media added to her challenges, creating a cycle of addiction and public judgment that was difficult to escape. Amy's story is a poignant reminder of how personal relationships and media narratives can profoundly impact an artist's life and legacy. Her second album, Back to Black, marked a significant turning point in Amy Winehouse's career. Released in 2006, the album received widespread acclaim from critics and fans alike. It showcased her unique blend of soul, jazz, and R&B, highlighting her powerful voice and emotional depth. The album sold millions of copies worldwide, earning multiple awards, including 5 Grammy Awards. Songs like Rehab and Back to Black became anthems, resonating with listeners and solidifying her status as a music icon. However, despite her professional success, Amy faced personal challenges that affected her career. Her struggles with alcohol became increasingly public, leading to erratic behavior during live performances. Many of her shows were marred by her inability to perform, resulting in canceled tours and disappointing fans. This public backlash was difficult for her, as she grappled with the pressures of fame and her personal demons. The contrast between her musical brilliance and her performance struggles painted a complex picture of an artist battling her inner turmoil. Despite her immense talent, Amy Winehouse faced significant challenges in her life and career. The British press often targeted her, especially after a troubling video emerged that showed her smoking crack. This incident led to a wave of negative media coverage, painting her in a harsh light. However, her musical achievements were remarkable. Amy won 5 Grammy Awards, showcasing her incredible voice and songwriting skills. Among these accolades was the prestigious title of Best New Artist, which highlighted her rapid rise in the music industry. Yet, despite her success, she faced disappointment when she lost the Album of the Year award to Herbie Hancock. This loss was particularly notable given the critical acclaim her album received. Amy's journey was marked by both triumph and turmoil, reflecting the complexities of fame and personal struggles. Her music continues to resonate with many, leaving a lasting impact on the world of music. Despite her immense talent, the media's focus on Amy Winehouse's struggles with addiction overshadowed her musical achievements. This led to a perception of her as a cursed one-time wonder, rather than a gifted artist with a unique voice. Her powerful songs and soulful performances were often eclipsed by headlines about her personal life. The public became more interested in her battles with substance abuse than in her artistry. Her marriage to Blake Fielder Civil was particularly turbulent, marked by public fights and a shared struggle with drugs. This relationship was highly scrutinized, and the couple's chaotic lifestyle became a spectacle for the media. Their love story, filled with passion and pain, contributed to her decline. The constant attention from the press only intensified the challenges she faced, making it difficult for her to find peace or stability. As a result, Amy's legacy became intertwined with her struggles, overshadowing her contributions to music. Her talent was undeniable, yet the narrative surrounding her life often focused on her hardships rather than her artistry. This complex relationship with fame and personal turmoil ultimately shaped how she was perceived by the public. Regret and self-doubt marked the final days of Amy Winehouse, a remarkable artist whose talent resonated deeply with many. As she faced the pressures of her career, she often questioned her ability to perform live. This uncertainty weighed heavily on her, especially after a series of disappointing concerts. Despite her immense talent, the struggles she faced became overwhelming. Addiction played a significant role in her life, leading to a downward spiral that affected her health and career. Abusive relationships further complicated her situation, leaving her feeling isolated and vulnerable. The relentless media scrutiny added to her distress, as every misstep was magnified for public consumption. Amy's legacy is one of both extraordinary musical achievement and cautionary tale. Her powerful voice and unique style left an indelible mark on the music industry, inspiring countless artists. However, her tragic story serves as a reminder of the dangers of fame, addiction, and the importance of mental health. The impact of her life and music continues to resonate, prompting discussions about the pressures faced by artists. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Amy Winehouse, it becomes clear that her journey was marked by both extraordinary talent and profound challenges. The media's relentless focus on her personal struggles often overshadowed her musical genius, creating a narrative that was more about scandal than artistry. This portrayal not only affected her public image, but also contributed to her emotional turmoil. The pressures of fame, combined with her battles with addiction, painted a tragic picture that many could not fully understand. In examining her final moments, we uncover a story that is not just about loss, but also about the impact of societal expectations on an artist's life. The complexities of her experiences remind us that behind the headlines, there was a deeply sensitive individual whose contributions to music continue to resonate. By acknowledging the truths often left unspoken, we honor her memory and the lessons learned from her